We're back at 7:38 now. This morning on In Depth today, the springtime bear surge.
A number of states are now reporting a major increase in sightings. They're on trails and parking lots, in neighborhoods even.
NBC's Emilie Ikeda has done the deep dive. Good morning to you, Emilie.
Hey guys, good morning to you. Remember, black bears are opportunistic. So as these 600-pound mammals are waking up from months without food, they're turning to easy meals, trash, pet food, birdseed, even going inside homes. That's why officials say residents need to be on alert for these bears that in some areas are getting more brazen. This spring, one of nature's top predators getting a little too close for comfort across the country.
You're making a lot of noise and you're making a mess.
Some getting stuck in storm drains, others even venturing inside homes as they emerge from hibernation hungry.
Things nobody warns you of when you move to Connecticut, that you have bears in your yard 24/7.
Black bears this year have already been spotted in nearly every town in Connecticut. In newly released video, this one wearing a collar camera, making off with an open bag of Doritos on a back porch.
When bears become too used to human food, they can lose their natural fear of people, and that can lead to exceedingly dangerous encounters.
Connecticut officials reporting a 700% increase in human-bear conflicts over the past decade, noting their range is expanding. Tom Lagasse snapped these photos of his yard. Is that something you ever thought you'd have to worry about, a bear breaking into your home?
No. Not at all. We'd always leave the French doors open. It helps create some breeze. If we're not sitting in that room, we shut them.
Our own Al Roker capturing a close encounter through his bird feeder camera.
Bare necessities on Mother Nature's recipes.
Authorities this week finding it a little more difficult to get a bear down from a tree after it wandered into a residential neighborhood near Albany, New York.
Oh, there we go. Ready to go.
Eventually tranquilizing it in order to safely return the mammal to the wild.
People are developing areas, and those areas are going into bear habitats.
Ron McGill works at Zoo Miami. Why are we seeing this spike right now?
Bears are coming out of hibernation early. They're hungry. We've also had problems around the country with drought. So there hasn't been the abundance of food.
And the sightings go beyond the Northeast. Colorado officials this week warning bear activity is increasing, citing trash as the #1 source of conflict. And the National Park Service just closed parts of trails in the famed Smoky Mountains to monitor bear activity, following several close calls. What should you keep in mind about the massive mammal? Experts say secure your trash with locks, feed pets indoors, clean grills after use, and consider taking down your bird feeder while bears are active.
If you see a bear, the best thing to do is just put your arms up, make yourself look as large as possible, speak firmly, and slowly back up. Never turn your back and run.
Okay, those are obviously good tips, but aside from not setting out food and obvious things like that, any other things homeowners should keep in mind?
Well, I think it's important to keep in mind, to state the obvious perhaps, you never want to intentionally feed bears. It's actually outlawed in a number of states. You could get fines, you could even get prison time if you do that. If you're going on a hike in an area with a lot of active bears, you want to wear those bear bells or bear spray, and then, God forbid,
A bear bell?
Bear bells.
Yeah, let them know you're coming.
Like,
Yeah.
exactly, you want to give them a heads up. You never want to spook a bear, and then if you get into, God forbid, a skirmish with a bear, maybe you've heard the saying, if it's brown, lay down, black, fight back. The difference between grizzlies, yes, there's a difference in how you handle grizzlies versus black bears. But many black bears are actually a cinnamon brown color, so you better know to look for the hump. I can give you all sorts of bear facts.
Wow.
You really did do the deep
Levels to
dive.
this.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's levels to this, that's
Okay.
right. Yeah.
Emily, thank you for that. You know who recently had a bear sighting on his property?
His video was in that story.
Uncle Al.
Yes, we did. Here's a little fun fact for you. You know, bears aren't actually going for the honey like Winnie the Pooh. They're going for the bee larvae and all the pollen. That's much more high energy for them. So there you go. So, that's right.
Fun fact.
Oh, bother.
I don't know the fun part about it.
Well, it's not fun if you're a honey, if you're a bee, but otherwise it's a lot of fun. Anyway, let's show you what we've got going.